You're in a pit of rants where I rant about whatever Don Darko wants me to. This might be a bit cliche, but can you rant about how to get motivated to finish work you really don't want to do? Maybe I'm not the best at that. I'm a college student, and having to do all my work online is 10 times more stressful because I have to check specific pages to see what teachers want what work, and I lost a good chunk of it I need to redo on college computers. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, that's a bitch. I'm really bad at getting motivated to do work I don't want to do, as evidenced by the fact that these rants are preposterously late. For me, it's like I really have to feel as though I'm in like a comfortable emotional state to be willing to just put my nose to the grindstone and start working on stuff. And like I can put myself into like the mindset of I have to work. I need to work because these things need to get done. But that like pressure does not cause me to do that work. I need to actually feel like capable of doing it, or else it's very difficult to actually convince myself like that the work is more important than taking care of myself, because like what the hell's the point of living if all you're living for is doing work? So like that question constantly being on my mind always, puts me into like a weird conundrum of like, well, how did I find myself in a position where I have to do this? And like, how can I make sure I never find myself in this position again? And like, how can I make sure that once the work is done, I'm not just going to be once again in a position like this where like I know that, once I've completed all this work, then, I already know what the next step's going to be. So that can make things a little bit easier, I guess, if you think about like the fact that I can power through this means that I'll finally get to do the things I actually want to do that I have planned for afterwards. It's just a matter of like having a concrete plan for afterwards. And for me, it takes a lot of thought for me to like come up with what I want to do and for it to not suck. And a lot of the mistakes I've made over the last year have been the result of like trying to rush ideas, trying to constantly be like, okay, you have to come up with something that's going to work, by next week, and then coming up with stupid ideas that, could have been thought through better. So, yeah, that's what I'm kind of trying to work on at this point, but obviously I'm powering through the work right now. It also helps if everyone around you is busy, and there's nobody to occupy and entertain you when you aren't doing your work. So, yeah.